If you were looking for instructions on how to unclog a Sublimation Epson EcoTank printer, then you found the right video. If your print quality is diminished, if you have lines or streaks coming up in your prints, or you have a nozzle report that is not coming out the way it needs to, or you're printing blank pages, then stay tuned. You won't want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The Printer Guy here, and in this video what you can expect is for us to identify the problem that you're having with your printer, a demonstration of how to unclog your Epson EcoTank Sublimation printer, and the knowledge that these instructions are going to apply broadly to basically any Epson EcoTank printer. So with that being said, the primary Epson EcoTank printer I will be using in this video is the Epson EcoTank 2400, but also the Epson EcoTank 3950 for demonstration purposes. Again, most any Epson EcoTank printer model is going to be compatible with these instructions. Now, these instructions are going to be tailored specifically if you're using sublimation ink within your Epson EcoTank printer. That's going to be different if you're using regular ink because this ink has a higher viscosity. That means it is thicker and runs thicker through the ink system. All right, so what is happening with your Epson EcoTank printer is that your print head has become clogged. One of the things that can happen is that you are running low ink or you're not printing frequently enough. When ink begins to sit, especially sublimation ink, that can dry up the ink veins and ultimately the print head. So to get that ink flowing again, we'll need to do a cleaning. Now you can also be printing too frequently, printing too much, and you've filled up the maintenance box, which we'll talk about at the end of the video. It is important to note that before you attempt this manual cleaning with a cleaning kit, you want to have your ink tanks totally full up to the top line with sublimation ink. Now here at Best Printers, we do sell sublimation ink for Epson EcoTank printers. Now there will be a link down in the description below for the Best Printers sublimation ink. So you can pause this video, go down there, purchase it, and then come back and watch the rest of this video. It is very important, once again, to have your ink tanks totally full with sublimation ink. All right, so the first thing we want to do before we perform the manual cleaning with the cleaning kit is we want to print out a nozzle check. Now, this is how you can do it with a Epson EcoTank printer that does not have a screen or display. I'm going to show you how to do this with both types of printers, one without a display and one with. Without it, you're going to use the Epson Smart Panel app. There is under the settings, you can go to maintenance and print off a nozzle check. Now, if you are printing blank pages, you can skip this step. This is not going to be really useful to you because you're already printing blank pages. There's nothing to see. This is simply to see what colors are having problems. In this case, you have black and cyan that have issues. Black is not showing up at all. Cyan is a little bit distorted. So this is how you would do it with a Epson EcoTank printer with a display. You're going to the settings, you're going to print head nozzle check, and you're selecting OK. The reason why we want this nozzle report is to tell us what colors we need to work on. And if you're printing blank pages, you need to work on all the colors, and I'll show you how to do that here in this video. So the next thing we need to do is get the print head in the middle of the printer, and we do that by printing another nozzle report. In the middle of it printing, you will need to unplug the printer. Once you've done this, the print head will stay in place and it can now be worked on because it is going to be loose. If you don't do this, you're going to be fighting against a locked print head. You can't really work with a print head like that. On the Epson EcoTank 2400, this is the process to lift the top of the printer. That's essentially what we're trying to do with any Epson EcoTank printer. Lift this up so that we can get our hands in there and begin working on the print head. So with this one, it's a twist on that latch, and we are lifting up. You can actually take the front panel off on the 2400 model and stick it right in the middle there, and it will hold everything in place. Now these cables, if they become loose, look for a video on my channel, type in the keyword cable using a desktop printer to find that video on my channel with the search bar. With more advanced Epson EcoTank models, you simply have to lift the top and make sure that it's being held in place by that arm. You may have a different setup depending on the Epson EcoTank printer model that you have. So you'll want to work within those parameters. This cover piece needs to come off. Sometimes it will have a screw that needs to be removed with a small screwdriver, but now we have access to the print head. So these makeshift ink cartridges, which is what I call them, this is simply cartridges that ink pass through. You want to remove these because we want to actually access the nozzles on the print head. Now, by taking a look through the windows there of those ink cartridges, you can see if there's an air clog. If there's no ink in there, there could be a bigger issue. So you want to make sure that ink is flowing into those. If not, again, you'll have to check for air clogs. That's a separate issue, but it's related. So if you have an air clog, you will still need to do this cleaning because an air clog will cause a print head clog as well. So now we have access to the nozzles. You can see them down there. But at this time, we'll want to use our Best Printers cleaning kit. This kit will be linked down in the description below. This is the only kit online that I recommend. It's going to give you support with Best Printers. It's the product we're using here in this video and is fully backed by me, the printer guy. So we are taking this syringe, a 20 milliliter syringe, filling it with that cleaning solution that comes in the kit or with the kit. And you'll want to have some paper towel. You'll want to fold it up just like this, really long ways, and fold it all the way up until you can fit it under this print head. So you want it to have maybe about 2 inches of wide and then as thick as possible, as much as you can fold it. This paper towel is going to capture the cleaning fluid and any ink that comes out on the other end. Now the color pattern of these nozzles match whatever is on the printer when you're installing the ink. So you see here, the first is black, yellow, magenta, and cyan. You'll want to follow the color pattern for your specific Epson EcoTank model. It may be different, especially if you have more than 4 colors on the larger models like the 16600, 8550, and other large format Epson EcoTank printers. So you want to make sure of what the color pattern is so that you can pinpoint and target one specific color. But if you're doing a general cleaning, this really won't matter. You'll really want to just clean all of the colors. And if you have 4 colors, really you can do 20 milliliters at a time and still have enough fluid to clean more if you need to. If you need additional fluid, we do sell additional fluid on the Best Printers store, linked down in the description below. I will also link the additional fluid directly, so that way you can just directly purchase from that link if you'd like to do that. At this point, we are pushing fluid through the nozzles. If you are having any resistance at all, you may want to warm up the fluid. There's also a push-pull method. All of these methods can be seen on bestprinterstech.com under additional cleaning kit support. So with this support, there are additional videos that help you use the cleaning kit. In most cases, you'll be able to just use the kit normally and get the results you need. There are some extreme situations where fluid is not pushing through. It's a major blockage. It's really dried up in there and you'll need to use additional measures. So you can find that at bestprinterstech.com. At this point, we are replacing all of the makeshift cartridges and putting everything back in place. Again, you can double check for air clogs at this time. If there's ink in these or even a little bit of ink, you should be okay. If there's ink missing, there could be an air clog, and that would be a separate video as well, which you can also find on bestprinterstech.com under that additional cleaning kit support page. At this point, you want to make sure to leave the printer off for 24 hours. The reason why you want to wait 24 hours is you want to allow everything to dry and you don't want there to be any moisture from the cleaning fluid in the print head area. And after 24 hours, that moisture will dissipate. Just leave everything open for a 24-hour period, let it air dry. And after that 24-hour period, you can then move on to turning the printer on. And lastly, what we would need to do is perform a system print head cleaning. Now, again, here at the end, you want to make sure before and after you're doing these system cleanings, you want to have full ink. So you want to keep ink at that top line. Once you're totally done with these system cleanings, you want to start your printer off with totally full ink. And this comes in the form of a power cleaning. Now, every Epson EcoTank printer is going to have its method of doing a power cleaning. If you don't have a display on your Epson EcoTank printer like the 2400, you simply hold down the power button and question mark button. You can also, through the mobile app, the Epson Connect app, you can initiate a power cleaning. And then after that, you can do print head cleanings, deep cleanings as are available for your specific model. Now, going forward, to maintain print quality, if you're not printing frequently, you will want to use something like this, the Best Printers test sheet. Now, this is a sheet that you can print off with multiple colors. Visit bestprinterstech.com for this page that you can download, and it's multiple pages, really. It's multiple colors that you can print off, and once you go there, you'll see exactly what is needed to be printed, and you'll see instructions actually on that PDF as well. So download that. That's totally free. Now, if you are printing very frequently, you'll have another issue, and that is that you'll need to replace the maintenance box more frequently. This maintenance box you see depicted is the most common one, the T04D1. There are also two other common ones. Then there's some other offshoots, but the L3110 and the C4935 are going to be linked down in the description below. I highly recommend that after you do this cleaning, you actually change out your maintenance box, regardless of how much you print or don't print. This is going to be something you'll want to do, especially after doing power cleanings and doing a flush like you've just done. Just replace the maintenance box. Depending on if you're getting any error messages on your display, you may also want to reset the page counter. For those videos, please check out the WIC and chip list playlist on this channel. Okay, now we go back to the first step, which is we want to print a head nozzle check or a nozzle report. This is going to tell us if we have been successful with the cleaning. As you remember at the beginning of the video, this is how we started out. And towards the end here now, we should have something like this, where all the colors are totally printing normally. Thank you so much for watching this video. If the video was helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, please take a look at the description box for any of the products I ended up mentioning in this video. If you're looking to buy a new printer, consider visiting bestprinterstech.com and taking the printer finder quiz that will help you find the right printer for you. Now, I have handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen right now for you to watch next. So hoping to see you there. If not, until next time.